Hey guys, it's Anime Ball Z here, and today we're going to be doing the second part of What If Naruto Was a Senju with Uchiha DNA. This has been a highly requested What If on my channel. I can't believe all the views that have come up on the first part. Over 2,000 in only a few days, I believe. And thank you so much for 4,000 subscribers. Thank you, everyone. It's been a great journey now. I'm going to keep on uploading videos. I'm on half term at the moment, so there's going to be more videos coming out. Even in the weekdays, I'll still be making videos. So let's get into the video. Naruto grows even stronger, and he learns how to use his Uchiha and Senju DNA together to grow even more powerful. Now his lava release is the easiest double property release because his Uchiha gives him an affinity for fire and his Senju gives him an affinity for earth. Naruto uses this to create small lava release attacks, just like creating sparks. He can't really do actual destructive jutsu though, so he focuses on fire jutsu. Naruto learns a fireball jutsu, and after a while his fire affinity far outweighs the earth release affinity. Naruto returns after a while, and after a few missions without Sasuke, he returns to see a new trained Sasuke, and he looks much more healthy and stronger. His eyes are two-tone more already in his Sharingan in both eyes, and also his uniform has changed to cyan like his very own. Naruto then sees that his grandfather has trained him, and he is confused because when he's home he is too. A clone. Naruto then hears something way too polite for Sasuke to ever say. Good morning, Naruto. How are you today? Naruto turns and his face looks so confused, and he replies with, I'm good, thanks. Sasuke says, good then. I'm finally back so we can go to harder missions that require 3 people. Sasuke's fireball jutsu is almost Naruto's size now, and he really does know how to use his Sharingan to its full power at its incomplete state. Naruto and Sasuke are actually given a C-rank mission, and Naruto is happy that now he can show his new evolving power. Tazuna sees Naruto and knows about the Senju DNA within him and his father Tobirama Jr., the third Hokage. He is now keen on Naruto this time and is happy to be protected by him. Basically, as his Uchiha blood is mutating and cooperating with the Senju blood, he will keep on getting stronger even without training. Naruto and Sasuke talk about their new powers, and Naruto talks about his Sharingan. Sasuke is irritated to a new level now because he used a cheap way to get stronger and used his very own clan's power. He says in a soft way to hide this anger within him, so you're like kind of Uchiha now? No, I just injected DNA of the dead Uchiha and had an eye transplant. The Uchiha DNA is going to mutate my DNA and combine the DNA of Senju and Uchiha to bring me to new heights. Sasuke is extremely agitated and just carries on the walk to the gate of the Hidden Leaf village. Naruto carries on to walk and activates his Sharingan to test out his chakra drain. Since his chakra is mutating from his Uchiha Senju DNA, it is growing and becoming even bigger and stronger. Naruto turns and sees something weird, some weird movement. He turns and sees the 2 brothers and shouts, "They're intruders!" Naruto sees the chains come straight at him and he dodges his attack by jumping high into the air. Naruto backward rolls in the air and hits the ground, then jumps to the right and uses his deadly fireball jutsu. It is so much bigger than Sasuke's and it just consumes all of the field of view of himself. The 2 brothers' metal start to melt and Naruto lets go of the jutsu, then shows his real power. Naruto jumps at one and punches him with full force across the face, then turns and plants himself into the ground. Sasuke looks in disgust and clenches his fist, trying to suppress his anger that is raging through him. Naruto finishes off the last one with little difficulty, and Sakura now knows how far behind she really is. She still wears her red clothes because she hasn't trained under Tobirama yet, and this means she is still extremely weak. Naruto and his team carry on the walk like nothing ever actually happened, and he turns to see a sword swiveling at them. Tobirama actually jumps and kicks the sword into pieces and lands to see Zabuza land in front of him too. Naruto steps forward, then jumps to him and kicks him in the face. He jumps off him and on release he lights a kunai and throws it at Zabuza. Zabuza turns and kicks the kunai high into the air and makes his stance against Naruto. Zabuza jumps at Naruto and Sasuke jumps in the way and kicks Zabuza far back into the air. Zabuza flips to keep himself in a good position against them and lands onto the ground, then jumps up at Sasuke. He gets hit back by Zabuza and Naruto grabs Zabuza and slams him into the ground extremely hard. Zabuza coughs out blood because of the power of this slam and stands up, looking extremely angry. Naruto disappears and everyone does as well. Now it's Sakura's time to shine, and now she sends several different wires which have kunai tied to the end of them, and pulls them back at Zabuza, stabbing him in the back in several different lethal points. Sakura pulls with all her might, and the several kunai penetrate deep into Zabuza's back. Zabuza screams and takes off his mask, getting serious. Zabuza pushes out all of the kunai in his back by tensing his back, and then he cuts the wire with his bare hands alone. Sakura jumps from the bush and has 2 clones by her side. Sakura's clones go first, and Zabuza easily disposes of them, then Sakura jumps at him alone. Sakura jumps head on with no guard because she actually has a plan to back her up. Zabuza punches the clone and the clone turns to just smoke. Sakura from behind channels her chakra as much as she can to her hand and punches Zabuza in the back of the head. Zabuza goes forward and lands head first onto the ground. Sakura blows her hand to show off as Zabuza turns around and Zabuza is seeing blur right now. He's just been destroyed. Sakura puts her stance up and Zabuza turns to just water. Zabuza's clone comes from behind and completely bashes out Sakura from behind. She goes flying forward and is at least 30 meters away from everyone now. Zabuza has his veins in his eyes all the way to the iris, looking so crazy. He turns and Naruto stands up in front of him. Now, I'll show you both of my sides. Naruto reveals his fiery Sharingan and Zabuza looks in surprise. Naruto jumps at Zabuza and completely bashes him out and kicks him far back. Naruto meets him and elbows him down to the ground. Naruto sends rock-like pins at Zabuza. Zabuza lets the pins hit him, then rock comes spiraling out of them and it just consumes Zabuza. It sucks the chakra from him and Naruto has kept chakra strings on his fingers, but since it's such a high intensity technique, the jutsu just breaks. Zabuza breaks through from the earth and leaves the scene because he now knows if he carries on to fight these people, then he will likely die. Naruto takes away the earth pins and he is panting extremely hard because of the intensity of the jutsu that he has just tried to perform. He falls for 1D and everything, he is so distraught. He stands after a bit and luckily doesn't look too bad after all. Tazuna says, "Come with me to my place, you'll need to rest before you go again." Naruto carries on to walk with Team 7 and he falls to the ground and gets knocked out. Sasuke carries him back to where they're going because of Naruto's lack of chakra. "Come on, Naruto." They arrive and nothing seems too well. Naruto hasn't woken up and isn't even showing any signs of movement. Naruto abruptly wakes up and everyone is surprised. Naruto looks at his hands and looks up. He has the Sharingan in full effect now and doesn't really know what has actually happened. Naruto stands and now he can continue with his training. Naruto and Sasuke are taught a technique that he believes will be good for them. Fire Style, Fire Fist. Naruto's granddad is surely Kage level by being the cousin of the Kage and he shows the jutsu. He jumps back and aims at a point in the tree, then controls his chakra into his fist and exerts some chakra. The chakra turns to fire jutsu and he runs with extremely fast speeds. Toriyama luckily told Naruto and Sasuke that they have to turn on the Sharingan to see it, and he completely destroys the tree and it basically just turns to ashes on the floor. He's just devastated the tree. Naruto opens his mouth in shock that such an old man can still do this. Naruto tries to create fire in his hands and obviously he is hopeless. Naruto can control a good amount of chakra relative to this part of the series in his hand, but he can't catch a light. Naruto and Sasuke train for a bit and Toriyama thinks of a solution to actually help them. He makes them think of it as the fireball jutsu, but the mouth is the fingers. Naruto tries this and he catches a light on his hands. He runs and punches the tree, but he didn't control any chakra, but rather he just used the chakra that was already present in his hand, making it not as destructive as it should be. Sasuke does the same, but he causes more destruction, and since he is a real Uchiha, he's having a better and easier time with this training. Sakura at the moment is being taught water release because of her affinity for it. Sakura is taught to use water like a fireball so she can be up to her friends Naruto and Sasuke in skill. Naruto the next day gets up quickly and tries to perform the jutsu to exceed the power of Sasuke. He lights the fire around his hand and controls the fire as much as he can into his hand. He lights the fire and the fire pushes into his hand like he's holding it, and he runs to the tree that he's been practicing on and he destroys the tree with the jutsu turning it to ash. Sasuke wakes up and after a while he manages to do the same as Naruto, but his jutsu is actually more destructive since he is a real Uchiha, not just a fake. Naruto shakes Sasuke's hand and Sasuke grips it really tight to intimidate Naruto. Naruto walks onto the bridge because something seems fishy and he notices that Zabuza's clones come spiraling out from each side of the bridge. Naruto sprouts out fire from his body like the Nine Tails and it pushes the clones back from him. He now has better control of his fire affinity because of his past training and this will show because of it. Naruto turns and sees the real Zabuza because of all the clones being disbanded and Naruto jumps at him. Naruto punches him across the face and slides behind him and jumps up to punch him in the back. Naruto jumps back to meet him and punches him across the face. Naruto lands and kicks Zabuza in the face, sending Zabuza up perpendicular to the ground. Sasuke currently has just destroyed the two goons trying to attack Inari and his family and Sakura is here to help him. Naruto goes to punch Zabuza but is kicked from above by a mysterious person. He slams into the bridge and it cracks a little from the amount of force. Haku slams into him and Naruto coughs up blood from the amount of force. He jumps up and makes his stance with blood dripping from his mouth. Naruto's artificial arm is better with fire affinity and he shows this to Haku. Naruto shoots his fireball and Haku uses his ice release Kekkei Genkai to block the fire and it turns the ice to water. Haku lands on the ground and Naruto sees that he is outmatched but Sasuke has arrived at the scene. Haku performs a demon ice pillar jutsu and it covers Naruto and Sasuke and it blocks all their openings to escape. Naruto looks around and sees that it is ice and just assumes that he can just burn it away. Sasuke combines his fireball and the jutsu's power and not only adds but amplifies the power as well. Haku finds this intimidating that 12 to 13 year olds are almost able to take away his own ice, his Kekkei Genkai. Haku punches Sasuke from behind and shoots many pins and kunai to Naruto. Sasuke gets in the way as usual and Naruto looks so scared. Naruto isn't as mad that Sasuke does this because he doesn't like him as much, but the fact that he is so evil just makes him so mad. His Nine Tails chakra flares around him and he screams, then easily destroys the ice pillars. Zabuza has just been there waiting to be fought and Naruto runs to Zabuza. Naruto slams his arms in the ground and the shockwave sends Zabuza airborne off the bridge. Zabuza creates clones to keep him on the bridge, but Naruto kicks him deep into the river and the wave is so big. Naruto jumps into the bridge and screams his aura flames and he has to do the fire fist now. Naruto lights the fire, looking much bigger than normal, and he controls this Nine Tails chakra and it is almost too much for his arm to handle. He uses the Senju, Uchiha and the Nine Tails DNA to amplify this and he runs to Haku and lands a devastating punch and Haku just gets killed with one blow as well as his body being roasted. Naruto screams and his aura flares even more. The Uchiha, Senju and Nine Tails chakra combine and amplify to increase his aura's size. Naruto turns to see Gato's men looking at him. Naruto controls all of his chakra into his mouth and he sends a blast to the gang. The fireball is a bit purple as an outline and it just completely destroys everyone and destroys part of the bridge with it. Naruto falls out of the Nine Tails chakra form and all of Team 7 leave in quite a good state except for Sasuke, and the bridge is still called the Naruto Bridge and they return to the Hidden Leaf Village and Naruto's motivation has taken another monumental step. And that will conclude the second part of What If Naruto Was a Senju with Uchiha DNA. I just want to say again, thank you so much for the views on this video and thank you for 1,000 subscribers. I can't believe we've actually done this. And I can't believe this video is done so well because I'm actually really liking how the series is going. If you like this video, I will make the third part in the near future and put in the comments what you liked or what I should improve on for the next part. And I'll see you in the next video.